like those of B1039, Up North Radio, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Time for Curries Corner, brought to you by Hooked at Curries, Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty, Big Rapids Pennzoil and Auto Repair, Seth Winger at the Winger Insurance Agency, Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile, Barrington Firearms and Training Center, DW2 Drywall, Michigan ADOS, the Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus, and Paris Auto Sales.
Right now I am. I got a lot here. I'm not, can't hear myself. I got to hear myself. All right, Bob. Yeah, I really got to talk into the mic, don't you? I want to wish, before I forget, I want to wish my niece Amanda Curry Morrow, John's daughter, a happy birthday yesterday. And I should look at my notes. Blake Donnelly was going to be here with us this morning, but he had to go to the Bahamas. So we really have some big-time people that come on the radio, don't we? They're very important people, but they unfortunately can't show up. I want to touch on Paul Quant. He's a music director or whatever up at Ferris there. Does a great job. This last week, he had Natalie Rimby up there. And I tell you, the community lost out. I think maybe I talked about it last week, did I? You remember me talking about that? But I'm still talking about it because we're going to try to get her back up here to the Mecosta County Fair. She's a songwriter. She sang she wrote a tune. Many others from Miranda Lambert. She's a great songwriter, great singer. She's kind of a comedian too. She was a storyteller. It was pretty cool. So enough said there. But Paul was going to be on today just a little bit and talk about the music program at Ferris and how many great people that go out of there. But anyway, he can't be with us today either. I got Jake from AMVETS with me. Jake, good morning.
Morning. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks to people like you that fought for our country to keep us safe and free here. I brought Jake on this morning because he came in this morning and we were talking about the tribute to the veterans coming up November 11th at 11 o'clock downtown Big Rapids. I think it's probably the most important parade of the year. We get a lot of the students that come from the high school and the middle school, mostly the middle school kids in St. Mary's, St. Peter's, charter school. I think it's really probably the most important class that they can take throughout the whole year because, believe it or not, I think that does sink into them a little bit about patriotism and what these gentlemen meant to us in times of trouble.
Yeah, it's a great time because we get with Mark Brecka. He helps us out every year. He gets that coordinated for me because there's a few other things we coordinate, but it's great because we came up with having the kids in the parade also, as long as being on the sidelines. But each class gets to represent a different service as they're going through the parade. So you'll have, this class will be for the Marine Corps, this class will be for the Army, and so on and so forth. So it's a great thing to have those kids down there and see that. We just had them for the 9/11 memorial when the honor guard, because I'm also a part of the honor guard there. We're a joint honor guard, the Legion and the AMVETS, and we had the kids over there, and it was a great time with them doing all that. Yeah, the parade this year, the three things that we're taking care of this year is the birth dates of the Marine Corps and the Army, 250 years this year.
Wow.
And we're also going to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Vietnam veterans. So that's the themes this year of the parade and everything. We've already gotten in contact with a few of the units around here. We're trying to request 2 helicopters, maybe this time. Last time, the Coast Guard's helicopter, it happens. One went down with, maintenance and stuff like that. The other one has to be on call, so it couldn't make it last year. So we're trying to see what else we can get also along with that.
Year before they had one, though, fly over.
Oh, yeah, it was a great picture.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah. It just amazes me, though, that you guys really work hard for the vets over there. And you're a vet yourself, and
Yep.
It means a lot to you guys, doesn't it, the support from the community?
Yeah, and, that support is amazing, and that's the reason why we just had that event with the fundraiser. So it was the Isaac Szymanski Scholarship Fundraiser, and we were able to host that and help the family raise over $23,000 in one night.
Wow.
But it's, it was deeper than just, okay, let's raise money. It was It touched on suicide awareness, which is a big thing for us veterans. It touched on mental health, with this program. And it also, if we don't do anything with the community and for the community, then why should they care about us over there?
Stop you for a second. I'm good at interrupting, and my thoughts are quickly overrun by my other thoughts. So I really want to talk about Matt Weber for a minute.
Yes.
He was a veteran, no longer with us. A group of people in the family down in Morley worked very hard for how many years getting a stretch of 131 down by the Muskegon River Bridge named after him. And it was kind of sad that it just wasn't done immediately. But of course, it has to go through all these committees, a subcommittee, and then it goes through the committee, and it goes through the legislature, and then it goes through the Senate, and then finally the governor has to sign it. And they were having trouble getting that done. And I reached out to Tom Kuntz and Roger Hawk, our senator and our very respected legislator, Tom. And they really worked hard on it. The both of them did. And without their help, I don't think it would have got done. I really don't. I mean, they made it happen, and they are going to dedicate that stretch of the highway to Matt Weber.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the other guy worked real hard on it is Fry. Oh, gosh, what's his first name? I can't think of it right now. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Not really. I never get embarrassed. Morning, Governor. Mayor.
Isn't it Jim Fry?
Boy, you're looking in good shape.
I'm getting there.
Wow, we got the mayor with us this morning. I appreciate you coming in, Fred.
You told me you didn't need me today.
Well, I needed you. A couple guys couldn't come around the table here with us this morning. I thought it'd be a good time for you to share with. That better? That better?
3.
Better. Yeah. All right. So.
Right up to you.
Yeah. But anyway, good morning, Fred. I know you're a busy man. You've done a great job. You're going for re-election unopposed. You got 3 people going for commissioners. You can talk about that for a minute if you want to. And then what's happened in Big Rapids the last 6-8 months since you've been here last. I see you got a lot down Hemlock Park. That's all completed now. Splash pad went pretty good for the first year. We're always going to have critics on everything, but I'm not a critic of that. I went down there, my wife and I went down there and a few times and watched the kids having a lot of fun. So there's a lot of positives bringing in. Then John Cole's project with the pickleball. That's
Pickleball's
full.
booming right now.
Yeah.
They have the president now is Randy LaCourse Scott.
Oh, is he?
And
My neighbor.
Yeah, he's growing that like crazy. It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
We got to find some indoor courts
Oh, you do?
for winter.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Put a bubble over it, huh?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a bad winter, too. Well, what do you do in the winter for pickleball?
They have some courts at Ferris that they can squeeze onto.
Okay. But the numbers are big, I heard.
Yeah, they're really doing well.
So it's really growing with the younger people, too, huh?
Yes.
And it used to be an old folks kind of off from the tennis, right?
Like my daughter, I don't consider her old,
No.
goes to the league with a bunch of folks her age, and they're having fun.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about, before we go back to city projects and what have you going on there, let's talk about your grandson for a minute, Carson, and tennis. I know this is not a sports show, but it is a roundtable talk show. You've been going to the tennis.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
In my opinion, Big Rapids is blessed to have a coach that knows how to coach tennis. That's John Coles. He knows that game. He coached it at Lake State, and it makes just good growth in the tennis deal.
Yeah.
Carson has had a fabulous year. He played the best player in the state this weekend and lost in a tiebreaker, 12-10. So it was just a dynamic thing. They're today at Grand Rapids Christian for the last match of the year. So we're heading down for that. I haven't missed one. He's going to graduate, and that'll be it.
I know it. Isn't that something?
Yeah, they go away.
Yeah. John tells it the way it is.
Yeah, he does.
We talked about him going to college, and he said like 20 years ago he'd go Division I, no problem at all, but it's such a worldwide sport now that the foreigners are coming in from all over, and it's so competitive.
I have strong feelings on that, Pat. We all should. That if we're going to support state universities throughout America with our tax dollars,
right,
we shouldn't give free tuition to every foreign-born student who plays sports. I'm very much against it, especially in the GLIAC. They should have to pay tuition if they're going to come and play tennis at our schools, not get free rides. You picked a bad spot for me on that one.
I want to. I agree with you 100%, Fred. But how the hell do we change it?
They can change it to make rules. NCAA is so weak right now; they're ruining college sports. With this NIL and this pay to play, portal. NCAA kind of goofed, in my opinion.
Wonder why?
They say the players have rights. The players should be paid. It goes back to that. So a free ride for tuition and room and board isn't enough.
Yeah.
That's their theory, not my theory.
Yeah. Boy, it is ruining a lot of things and a lot of people too, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I don't understand it, but maybe you can kind of tell us who is really behind it though? Who governs that? Is it the
rich?
A
board.
Is it the rich though?
Oh, sure. NCAA is run by millionaires for sure, and they're making millions of dollars.
They are.
Oh yeah, you put those games on TV, and they make tremendous sums of money from advertising.
Like right now in National Baseball, their league and the American League, you can't get them on CBS. You can't. A farmer out west of town was telling me, Pat, he goes, my whole life I've watched every baseball game. I've been a loyal Tiger fan my whole life. I can't get it on TV. You got to pay for it.
You got to pay for it from YouTube or somebody.
Yeah.
And the old folks rely on it as their number one entertainment all summer.
Yeah. And they're the ones that supported it all these years. And all of a sudden they can't get it on their TV, so they're screwed. They have to listen to it on the radio.
Same thing. The dollar wins always.
Terrible, ain't it? Yeah. Tigers play tonight against Seattle.
4 o'clock.
Who do you think's going to win that one?
Detroit. I'm a Detroit fan. I'll say Detroit every game.
Yeah. Fair State Bulldogs. You've been to a lot of games?
Yeah, they're amazing. It's just amazing how he can lose an All-American quarterback and bring in another one who's going to be an All-American quarterback. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It is amazing. He can coach.
We better talk. This is not a sports show, Bob.
I know it's not. I know it. I saw Andy Brockman the other day. Well, no, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I could be, but I thought I was going to be gone tomorrow, but it's Thursday. I have to go.
Did you see the latest news about Ferris basketball?
Yeah, that guy left. The coach.
Did you see the article that came out from the Durango Herald yesterday?
No, help me out. Yeah, help me out.
I'll let you do it. That's your next show.
Why?
It's the reason he resigned from Fort Lewis finally came out.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh.
They wrote a huge, long thing on Saturday, I think, from the Durango Herald.
Where's that at, in Colorado?
Where he was the coach.
Oh, they put why he resigned out there and came here?
Yeah. So I'm sure the whole city's going to know by the end of the day. It's public information.
Look it up, Bob. Bob can look it up, can't you, Bob?
Durango what? Herald.
Yeah, Durango Herald. So Andy's doing pretty good over at...
Is he? I don't know. How's he doing?
Yeah, happy. He said he struggles with some of the personalities over there, but, that's like everything else in the world right now. It's upside down. These people hating people like that senator, they said down in Virginia or something, all Republicans got to be killed. Really?
Yeah,
that's kind of goofy. We got around here in the States. We were talking about mental illness and PTSD, is it called?
PTSD.
Yeah,
yep.
We as a country really haven't really looked at that issue of mental illness, have we?
It's all money, Pat.
Yeah.
When we used to have all the hospitals across the nation that were trying to take care of these folks, and then they decided it'd be better just to give them a pill and they'd be better and let them all go, and now we're paying the price. But we don't want to spend money on mental health.
Yeah, we should though. Somebody's got to start that up and lead the way on that. We need these. Even if we had farms, a lot of farms out there are not being used right now. Build a complex on them and give them a purpose for life. I remember the one in Traverse City had a farm up there, and those guys milked cows and they did other things. They had chickens, goats, and all that, and took care of them and gave them a purpose in life. I always preach, if you don't have a purpose, just like you right now, Fred. You're running for mayor again. Back up 4 years ago. What were you looking to be? You surely weren't looking at being a mayor at Big Rapids, but you have a purpose now. I think
it helps you as your age goes up.
That's what I was going to
Gives you
say.
something to get up in the morning for and go get done.
Yep. But other than that, you'd been working in your garage,
Yeah.
cutting another finger off. Well, not anymore because you have a saw that stops when you get up.
yeah.
But that's a joke. Fred can handle a joke. But really, though, Fred, if you think about it, you retired as a gynecologist, right?
Yes.
And then had a great career in that. But then when you retired,
you're kind of like, what are you going to do next? What am I getting up for in the morning?
yeah, we have to have a purpose in life.
Yeah, it definitely for us military guys and women, because we're task oriented. We're built that way. And I try to tell that to a lot of spouses that see me and they're like, I don't know what's going on with him. I said, we are task oriented. We have to have a task. It's mission completion. And with, a lot of us veterans with PTSD and some of the mental illness, we'll sit at home and we'll just carry on tasks at home, and that's isolating. We got to get out. We got to do things. We got to be able to clear our heads and stuff like that, because then the thoughts creep in, or memories from when that happened creep in, and that's when you start to get these guys getting angry and stuff like that, because we've had the VA had a couple different docs up here, and the one doc is gone now, and I've got a couple guys that they relied on that guy to talk to him and all those things and go to those meetings and all that stuff. So everything keeps getting shifted around, like at our post, and then at Morley we had the VA was coming in there every other Friday. Well, they cut the funding on that and pushed it out. So now you got to go to Baldwin, or you got to go to Saginaw. So the people in this surrounding area, they got to drive further. They got to get out there. And it's hard for a lot of people these days. Some people can't afford to go to those places.
But you have programs at AMVETS or no?
At the AMVETS up in Baldwin, they got the NREX program up there where you can go up and get your blood drawn and all that kind of stuff. We used to have it at our AMVETS, but the funding for that, they cut it. So us and Morley got cut off the line because they said we didn't have enough people, which I don't believe. It's just a funding thing. So tried to put a petition out there. John Wiseman and quite a few guys tried to do a petition to get it back in there, but it just didn't happen. They cut the funding on it. So now those people, like myself too, because I was going there, got to go up to Baldwin or find one of the surrounding places that have that NREX program where you can get your blood drawn. Otherwise, you got to go to Wyoming or Battle Creek. And some people don't got gas money to do all that and go all over those places.
How would they pick Baldwin over Big Rapids?
No clue.
I'd be asking that. So, Fred, what else is going on in the city? We're going to jump back and forth a little bit.
The biggest thing we're dealing with now is trying to get that new residential development started.
Oh, okay.
Alan Edwin Homes has proposed a 54 home subdivision.
Wow.
And it's getting closer. It'll be funded through a TIF, brownfield TIF. Mm-hmm. And it looks good. Single family homes, probably reachable if both of you work.
Yeah.
It's hard now to get into a home if both people don't work and make a decent living. It's hard to buy a home. But that's going to be a beautiful development if we can get it all worked out with the company.
Yeah.
So that's a good one.
So, like, say, worked out, what do you mean? Just
Well, there's so many rules and regulations on these brownfield TIFs that you have to follow from the state, from the Fed, all that stuff. And we don't have water sewer out there, so
Oh, you don't?
No, so that we have to work that out with the company, and so
yeah. For folks that don't know where that's at, it's on off Mechanic straight out, right?
Bjornson. Really, the main entrance will be off Bjornson.
Yeah, right there.
It's a field of about 25 acres that the Housing Commission bought, and now we're working to get some homes in there.
Yeah, that's about it. Then what's going on? I mean, the parks and stuff are all pretty well done there.
We got lots of building projects. We paved a lot of roads this summer.
Yeah, you did. You're doing a good job.
A lot of paved roads. In fact, we're going to pave the theater parking lot and the alley behind here shortly, a couple weeks.
So how about the theater? What's that guy doing on that?
Well, he's in the middle of trying to sort it all out. He's got a professional theater architect who's doing the final plans. Mm-hmm. He's having trouble getting a contractor to sign on.
Oh.
If you hire a theater contractor, they're 2 years, 3 years out. in that.
Really?
Yeah. So he's looking at other options on how to get this done. We told him go locally, get some local builder to work on it.
Like Gerber or somebody like that.
We hope it happens. Oh my goodness! Number one thing requested is a theater in town.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that J.C. Penney's building? Any bites on that?
He's a businessman out of Flint, and he doesn't really need it to be rented. It is rented until I think January or February by Goshen, and they apparently are still paying the bills because he's not right now. He's not looking for a renter. The city would love to have that building occupied with anything.
I know.
We desperately need something in there. But the cottage pizza is looking good across the street. They just finished, I think, drywalling, and that's going to happen, I think, maybe early 26.
Is that a local person again?
I don't know exactly where they're from. It's a franchise from Cottage Pizza. It's a huge franchise company. I don't know where they're from, Pat.
So is that in that little sub?
Yeah, in that little building there.
By
They
the
rented the
health
whole
center?
half.
All right, because is the health center still in there?
The other half is that fitness.
Yeah.
Well, it's called military fitness or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So that would be really good to get that cottage pizza and get the theater done. That could bring people downtown.
Yeah.
That's what we're after.
And then old Remax is putting on the fall festival again.
Right.
eh?
Yeah.
That's coming up. When
And
is
that's
that?
usually well attended. I don't know. I don't know.
November
dates.
or something. huh?
They just tell me when to be there.
Yeah, you got to go to a lot of those rah-rah things.
Well, I like them though.
Yeah.
I like Big Rapids. I like the people of Big Rapids, so I'm fine
Oh,
to go.
yeah.
No
yeah.
problem.
Well, that car show was good down there with Labor Day deal.
How about a lot of cars, huh?
Yeah.
I've never
They-
seen that many. I think it broke the record.
And I think there was the most people ever coming to something too.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
very good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the art show did okay, but the car show did really well.
Yeah. Well, you know who I was out and saw? Jen's here with us right now, sitting in for Bobby. Stonehouse Brewery or Winery.
The winery.
Yeah. You been out there lately, Jen?
Yeah, I was out there this past weekend.
And Fred, have you been out there?
My wife likes wine and goes out with that group of ladies for wine,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't really like
They have
wine.
cider too.
Oh
Fred.
yeah, that cider.
But I like. It's beautiful what they're doing.
Oh my lord!
Sheesh.
So I told Blaine we'd call him this morning.
Oh,
And-
you did?
Yeah, you got his number there?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Oh, good. Because I'll tell you what, he's got to tell you what he's got going on out there right now and what he's got coming up. God, they do a nice job. They get a musician in there. I don't know where they get them from, but man, they're good. One man show, you know. And then he comes up with some of the greatest ingredients on hard cider and wine. Wow, he had one, I think it was raspberry apple, a slushy. Two of those put me into the next world. Oh, but it was good. Oh my God, it tasted good. And I tell you what, then he's got a raspberry hard cider to die for.
Really?
Oh, my brother Joe and my wife.
There you
they
go.
buy it
Maybe
by
I
the
could get into
jugs.
that.
And it's reasonably priced. You know how a lot of that stuff's pretty expensive to buy. He's got a reasonable price on that. And they're selling a lot of it too.
Stonehouse is
Yeah,
great.
it's
Is Stonehouse Greg's?
Yeah, Greg Adams.
Greg Adams,
yeah,
right?
The commissioner, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kathy Adams, the realtor.
Right.
Yeah. And their house is right next to it.
Yep.
But Bobby Ellison did a hell of a job renovating that whole place. It's beautiful. Outdoor, you know, they have an outdoor terrace there and picnic tables out there, and they have bean bags out there, and just a real nice place to go and relax after work if you're not, you know, looking for a place. Pretty nice. It'd be nice if it was a little bit closer, but it's
Like in the city of Big Rapids.
yeah. It would
Maybe
be.
they put a branch in Big
Well,
Rapids.
maybe they would. I tell you what, that would go. You know, stuff like that. That's what the city should have been doing.
Yeah.
Is looking at something like that.
I mean, even the brewery in Reed City is really making their
Yes,
downtown
it is.
boom.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. They started their district, you know, and they're
Yeah.
doing well.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Yeah. We go up there to Sonny's. My cousin owns it there, and we have dinner up there once in a while. And he's got a real good roast beef up there and sirloin steak. I think.
His hot roast beef sandwich is to die for.
I know. I love them too. I mean, they are.
He gets it ready for me himself, Jesse.
Yeah, he does. But you know, Stonehouse just recently started having dinners.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, Jack and the Bear is out there cooking.
Oh, really?
Billy
He does it.
Abbott.
Huh?
Billy Abbott is their chef.
Yeah, Billy.
Yep, he's
Well,
not answering.
Anyway, is it Blaine's number?
Yes, it's his girl.
Okay, that's what he told me to call because I told him to
Hi,
call.
you've reached Blaine Adams
See?
with Stonehouse.
Well, leave it on there. We'll leave a message. Just say you're live in New York City.
no.
Bobby Aldridge. Well,
He'll see that I
anyway,
called, and he'll call me back.
that's fine. But they're cooking out there, and I'll tell you, their salmon's great, walleyes.
Sit
great.
down dinners now, huh?
Oh yeah. You've had your
Super
dinner out
nice.
there, Jen, haven't you? It's
Yes,
very good, isn't it?
It's excellent for people who want a small plate, but really refined food,
Yeah.
upscale, very nice. You know, it's just a great place to be.
Yeah, it is.
That's good news.
And then it's kind of cool too. Bill's his name, Billy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy Abbott.
He'll
Yep.
come out and ask you if everything's good, and stuff. That means
That's
something.
good.
Yeah. So they're doing well out there. They have a good clientele. You'd be surprised how many people really enjoy that place. Enough said. He didn't answer his phone. But
He's
anyway,
probably busy making wine and cider, would be my guess.
but it would be nice if they had
Is that Greg's son then?
Yes, Blaine. Yes.
Blaine and his wife working hard there. But Greg
whole
and
family
Kathy
does.
do too. Yeah.
The whole family
I know.
does.
Yeah, 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gave them a big plug today, folks. And if you want to know where it's at, it's right out there, Chippewa Lake. Go through Chippewa Lake, go up to 80th Avenue, turn left, only goes left, and then go the first right, which is 21 Mile Road.
Yep.
And you'll see the sign right there in the corner, so that's good, yeah. Claims of slurs bullying led to Fort Lewis College basketball coach resignation. Ooh. Well, that ain't good, is it, Fred?
There's a whole article. It's
Wow.
not nice.
Wow. Jeez.
Turned it over. You get the-
But define that. It might not be that big a deal, but yet it must be, huh?
Yeah, it goes on and on and
Oh,
on.
does it?
Yeah.
Wow. So how did Ferris pick somebody like that? That's kind of a strange question, isn't it? Wow.
Difficult question.
Yeah. Should have just gave Andy more money and kept him here, and everybody have been happy.
That would have been nice, wouldn't it?
I know.
I'd have been for that one.
He's going to be a winner over there.
I
isn't
hope
he?
so.
I do.
It's
too.
a hard gig to have because if he brings players in and they become really good,
Yeah.
they move to a bigger D1.
Yeah.
That's his big worry.
Well, what the hell? Then you can't blame him. If he
Can't blame the
loses.
coach.
No.
Central has that problem in football, too.
Yeah.
The portal is a bad thing.
Yeah. The only college that doesn't have a problem with that is Ferris. Them people keep on bringing other ones just as good, if not better.
He knows how to recruit, and his players love him.
Yeah, they do.
What better could you do?
Well,
He's
they
an
like-
amazing
Like the win, don't
Coach.
they? I mean, like you say, that freshman quarterback, for God's sake. Hopefully nobody
from
sees.
Corona, mind you.
Yeah, right from his old hometown.
Yeah.
WBZX Big Rapids.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. You want to
okay.
play a song, Bob?
Yeah, do some. Go take a break for our sponsor.
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, we'll come right back.
Hold on, somebody.
Yeah, take your time. Yeah, we want to thank our sponsors, that's for sure. We
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed this morning. We got Jake from the Vets over here and Fred Gunther, the mayor from Big
right.
Rapids.
We'll take a break. Back with more here on Curry's Corner.
Sometimes crossing paths with a flying stone is inevitable. But whether you have a small chip that needs quick attention or a windshield that's beyond saving, Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass is there to help. If your vehicle has been in an accident and you're working with insurance, they'll handle the entire process from start to finish. From windshields to back glass and even power windows, they'll see you through it. Pun intended. Save time and skip the dealership with Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass. Same location as JR Customs and Collision, just north of 19 Mile in Big Rapids.
I'm Haley. My husband and I bought our home pretty much about 2 years ago. We are actually looking to downsize now. We had only used one realtor in years past, and we felt we wanted to use someone local rather than who we went with last time, just because they have a little bit more experience in our local market. We used Sue Bean. Sue Bean is professional because she always makes sure to have her clients' courtesy in the back of her mind. She always makes sure that, you have at least 24 hours notice for a showing request. She makes sure that, you are well aware of who these people are, where they're coming from, what their interest level is, so you're not wasting your time. I think a big thing for ours was they had to have pre-approval. So that was great because we are a busy family. We're home a lot. So having that specific courtesy to give us the heads up in advance was really beneficial in our case. You can get a hold of Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty by calling 231-580-9546 or online at bigrapidsrealty.com. Email her at sbean, S-B-E-A-N, at bigrapidsrealty.com.
When the time comes to say goodbye, you need a funeral home that understands your family's needs. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus have been a trusted part of this community for generations. They do take care of every family like their own, and they hear it time and time again.
My name is Christina Beers. I would say there's lots of funeral homes in the area, but there's only a small few that can do it with class and with quality and with that personal touch and care. And I would put Janowitz Family Funeral Home at the very top of that list.
Let them help guide you through a challenging time with care, respect, and compassion. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus. Local, professional, and here for you when it matters most.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. When I think of drywall, there's only one guy in town that I think of, and that's Dale at 231-679-0475. If you want a great job done in your house, whatever you need, drywalling, call Dale. Dale and Frank will do a great job for you. Great pair of Americans. DW2 Drywall. Give them a call at 231-679-0475. Remember, DW2 Drywall.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color time. Stop and shop with us for a while.
Looking to refresh your home? Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile on Northland Drive in Big Rapids, just south of the campus, has everything you need. They're experts in flooring and window treatments, but did you know they also specialize in beautiful countertops? Whether you're remodeling your kitchen or bathroom, their great selection of colors and styles will help you create the perfect look. Visit Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile, your one-stop shop for floors, window treatments, and countertops. Stop in today and make your house a home.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color time. Stop and shop with us for a while. Gilbert's is there for you.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? The same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed, get trained at the Barrett Firearms Training Center.
After decades of satisfied customers, Paris Auto Sales is still your trusted used car center of Big Rapids. So if you've been driving the same vehicle for what seems like decades, come on down to Paris Auto Sales and get yourself a new ride today. Now with 2 locations to better serve you. Trucks, cars, SUVs, big or small, and everything in between. That's Paris Auto Sales. Their team has the experience to get you financed and get you into the vehicle you've been waiting for.
Pete, why do you come to Curry's?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I go to Curry's to get the cheeseburger with caramelized onions and mayonnaise and ketchup. And you're not going to ask, where's the beef? It's going to be in the bun.
Back with more Curry's Corner, Pat. There you go.
All right, we got to spruce things up a little bit, folks. Here we got some birthdays. I just want to say happy birthday to Emma Schuberg. She's at the ripe old age of 8 years old.
Ooh,
yeah,
big time.
Mike's little girl. I remember Mikey Schuberg. That'd be Terry's boy, her daddy. I remember when he turned 8 years old. Seems like just yesterday. That's how fast time goes by. So have no hate in your life. All love. Get along, people. Get along. Todd Toad Cook, better known as Mr. Bob Cook, a welding guy. He was a clown for the rodeo for many years, and he's in the Hall of Fame down there in Oklahoma, I think it is. Hall of Fame for rodeos, and he's 80 probably something today. I don't know how old he is, Bob is, but getting up there. We had him on the radio here about a year or so ago. He's probably got the best story about a life that I've ever heard back in the wagon train days. He remembers back in his grandmother's days. And then Ben Walworth. You know, there's a lot of guys in Big Rapids that are like the unsung hero and just kind of like the nicest guy in the world but doesn't get recognized for that. That'd be Ben Walworth. Do you know him, Fred?
No, I don't.
Yeah, his dad, Bob, was a great guy, too, and his mother, Mary Kay. And but Ben, just a terrific young man. He works out the Rena Center, runs that out there, I believe. Just a real nice young guy, you know, just always happy.
Big listener of the station and of this show. So
Yeah.
He had a little gathering over at Gypsy Nickel on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, he said he was very grateful. You brought something to him, didn't you?
I just went.
No,
Me.
okay, yeah, he said you were there, yeah.
Yep.
But he was very much appreciated.
I appreciate being on the sign and
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's a well-deserved guy. He's just too bad more people aren't like him. I mean, he's not confrontational. He's not going to argue with your beliefs, but he has his beliefs. He's a man's man. He's not, going to hide behind a sheltered wall and say, all these good things are.
But you know what he does? All right. And this says a lot about someone.
Yeah.
And if I'm calling him out on his bed, I'm sorry, but I got to say, if you say thank you to him, he'll text you back or tell you you're welcome.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
He will, usually he thanks, and then that's the way a conversation ends. But he will say you're welcome. And I think that's an important mark.
Yeah.
So we definitely, appreciate that. Love it for it.
Yeah. Saturday, I went over to Chippewa Hills. Man, have you ever been to their sports complex, Fred?
Nice.
Very nice, isn't that?
Yes.
And
their baseball stadium's nice.
And I'm not making fun of Big Rapids, but their parking is great.
We need parking.
Yeah, we do. We have a beautiful facility.
Yes.
Just gorgeous facility, but we don't have parking. We got to work on that. But Chippewa Hills has ample parking. You can park up behind, just really nice. And they have a nice concession stand. So anyway, I went over at 9 o'clock, watched the little guys win. And then between that and the next game, I had a funeral to go to at 11 o'clock at Chippewa Hills, or Chippewa Lake. Is it Methodist Church out there? I guess. Community.
Yeah.
Pastor Roger Bennett,
Yep.
great friend of mine, very, very good Christian man. Did a wonderful service for Rex Hampel. I don't know if you guys knew Rex. Bruce was his dad. They were farmers out there on 90th Avenue, and that's kind of cool because I think it's Justin or Aaron, Rex's son. One of the sons live right on the old farm. So they're keeping it there. They're keeping that tradition of farming going, and he's raising his, be the fourth generation. But I just want to tell you about Rex a little bit.
You know about Chippewa Lake Community Church. They're building a new building.
Yeah.
They have the land, and they're in the process of building it. So,
Right.
yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're good people out there. But I looked around there in the church there, and gosh, I mean, that was really America. Everyone in there had a part of life to make it a better life for everybody else. Everybody. I mean, I looked at every chair in there, and there were some wet eyes in there. I felt bad for his grandchildren and his nieces and nephews. They were all teared up because they're going to miss him. I mean, Rex, if you didn't know him, folks, he was one of those guys. He was a good electrician. People would call him. They told about the story. A friend of his from Baldwin starting a new store over there. Something ran into some electrical problems. He goes, "Could you come over and help me? I don't have a lot of money." He rushed it over there, got the permit, did the whole thing for nothing. I mean, that's Rex Hampel. He worked for TransCanada. He worked for Cape and Electric years ago. He worked one other place too. I think Michigan Bell, maybe it was. But when I put it on the sign there in your remarks, the people that came on there, they all pretty much summed up the same thing. Was he was a wonderful person. He really was. He was a wonderful dad to his two sons. He was involved very much at the 4-H, Mecosta County 4-H Fair for years. I remember. And that's, I mean, you look at our lives, Fred, it goes by so fast. Seems like yesterday he was down there setting up his kids for their cows to go in there, and they had pigs, and very much involved with softball. He played softball years ago, and then he set up the Chippewa Lake softball teams for the youth. He just dedicated his whole life. Actually, his short life. He died at 72. I mean, we're there. And but the sermon was very nice. It was very good, and everything the pastor said about him was true. But Rex, to me, was an all-American man, that's for sure. But anyway, rest in peace, Rex. You're a great man. I wanted to talk about the buck pole just for a minute. We got the buck pole going on again this year.
Awful warm. We got to cool it off here for the done buck pole.
Well, last year we didn't hang them up.
No,
we hung them up,
too
took
warm.
a picture, and get them out of here. But I got a new sponsor this year, Big Rapids Farm and Garden. I was in there seeing Steve Kramer and his company yesterday, and I felt kind of bad because I said, "Steve, I never asked you, and you don't have to sponsor the buck pole, but it kind of goes in with your bait that you sell here and everything, and we can do a little advertising for you on that." But he's a great contributor to Big Rapids. I mean, for the east side there, he's kind of a staple over there. He's competing with the farm and gardens of all over, but he stays on top. He's got everything you want, from dog worm medicine to horse worm medicine to liniments to grains, all kinds of grains, fencing, got everything in there. He's got a beautiful showroom. So anyway, he says, "Yeah, I'd like to do it." So he's going to sponsor a gun. That's with Barrington Firearms and Training. They're heading that all up. We're going to have a gun raffle at Curries again. We're going to give away 5 guns and sell tickets. And then we haven't designated that money yet, but we're going to direct that money to a good cause in Big Rapids. Usually we think of a youth one. We've had, I think the wrestling team got it, the youth wrestling got it 1 year, and then last year the hockey did. And so we're going to see what we're going to use this year, but it'll go to a good cause. And Casey out there at Barrington Firearms has always done a great job with us on pricing them, gives them to us where we can afford them. So we got some great sponsors, even though they don't know I'm going to call them today. And if we don't have any sponsors, well, we'll just talk about Big Rapids Farm and Garden. I know Pennzoil's in. I'm sure the taxidermy up north woods there is. We got some good people anyway. Seth Wenger, Schuberg Insurance, and who am I forgetting? I don't know. Bob, do you have a list of all my sponsors?
This show?
Yeah, on my buck pole, I can't remember.
I don't know about
all.
the buck pole.
But anyway, maybe some of them are on here. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's sponsored to the show.
Yeah, I think Big Rapids Realty, Sue Bean, I think she's one of my sponsors.
Okay.
And I think Curries is. Anyway, enough said. So the buck pole is going to go
Good.
Gun during the gun season. We just can't do it all.
It's got to cool off.
Yeah.
So you can hang them a while. We can see them. They
Yeah,
just
I know.
won't come down.
Yeah. But little things like that, it brings people to town. You'd be surprised how far they come from. They come all the way from Florida to hunt up here.
Yeah.
But anyway, Fred, what else?
So I'm going to put in the election's coming up.
Yep.
And I'm running unopposed. You could write in against me. I don't care. But there's 3 people running for 2 seats. They're all good people.
Mm-hmm.
but you need to read about all 3 of them and vote for 2 of them. And I'm not endorsing anybody because I think they're all nice, good people.
Yeah.
And they love Big Rapids. That's the key.
So, real quick, because some people are listening and don't have a clue, Fred, when is the election?
November 4th or 6th. I don't pay attention because I'm running unopposed.
No, that's fine. But Bob will figure it out. I think it's the 4th, though. But anyway, and watch. You say,
and that's the only thing on the ballot. So it's a quick, easy ballot. There's only one location to vote in Big Rapids is at City Hall because we don't get that. About 1,000 people will vote or so.
Do you think that many will vote?
Well, we did last time. When I ran.
It's just a commission going, no bonds, nothing asking for money or anything.
Nope. Just come out and vote. I think we have already 250 absentee ballots in.
Wow. So the city's voting?
Yeah, they're voting.
Now, you can say their names.
We all know Dan Kerwin. He's been a Big Rapids fellow for his whole life, I think, just about. And Karen Simon, who's a commissioner now, who works up to Ferris for 20 years.
Yeah.
And David Rhodes, who works at the virtual school now, middle school virtual school. Lives out there in Jennings his whole life. So it's a lot of good people have been here a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's nice that you have interest in that. Now, Fred, tell us a little bit about boards. Your city commission is elected by the people of the community. The mayor is elected by the community. Now, you got zoning boards, plan boards, cemetery boards.
Park
boards, yeah. So if somebody's interested, you have to be a resident of Big Rapids?
No, certain committees you don't have to be. Park board, we'd love to have other people from around the county. The problem is people don't volunteer, and that's why we've opened it up.
Yeah.
Planning commission, we try to stick to Big Rapids residents because that's a legal body who makes important decisions. But if you're wondering, please come and put your name in the hat for any of our boards. Zoning Board of Appeals is very important.
What do they do, Fred?
Well, when the Planning Commission says no, they have the ability to go to this board and say, we think the Planning Commission, City Commission are wrong. We'd like this anyway.
Right.
That's important.
Yeah.
And there have been a few over the years.
Yeah.
Parks is huge because it's such an active board.
Yeah.
We're now working on a new handicap swing. Remember, we took the swing down, and now there's a new one going up.
Okay.
So the Fraser family, was real active in getting that going. That's a good addition.
Yeah.
A big project we're trying to work on, Monroe Street, is half in the township, half in the city, and it's dirt, and it floods, and the water runs practically through people's houses. That's going to be a big project. Hopefully next year, funding is going to be huge because we need new water, sewer, curb, gutter, and sidewalk, and they deserve it.
Yeah.
But the township has to help, and they said they're going to try to help us with putting that together.
So it would be nice. I went out there and looked at that. It'd be nice if we could come from that middle corner and go through those people's yards underneath the ground and put a
You're right about that one.
And then come right out. It'd be a lot cheaper if people would allow that to happen. I doubt it.
It has not been engineered yet because the money. We'll see where the money's coming from if we can get the money.
Because you have to pump the water out of there, don't you?
I think he can I thought they said they could gravity everything.
Well, then they're going to go way deep then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. I'm not an engineer.
It needs to be done because all that hill, all that water for all these years kind of, and then of course you start paving things that doesn't soak in the ground like it did,
You shouldn't have to sandbag around your house because of storm water.
Right.
That's why we decided we've got to do it.
Yeah.
And Bruce Borkovich is going to help, I think.
Yeah, he's good, man.
He does.
Good relationship right now.
We meet every month and have good time. Last night, the city voted to extend the fire merger contract 3 years.
Great.
And I think tonight the township's going to vote, I hope, to say, 3 more years.
Yeah.
So that's worked out good. We don't have complaints.
No.
We get good service. We hired, I think, 5 or so of the township firemen. That's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
I think. I haven't heard a single negative.
All right, so recapping everything, November 4th, 3 people are going for 2 positions. And then if you want to get involved on the parks, you can be a non-resident.
Yes.
Right? But the zoning and planning, you keep it within the district of the city. You have to. Is that a law?
I think it is.
State law, or is that just
It might be in our charter. I don't know for sure.
A lot of people, I don't know how you feel about it. I kind of feel that it should be opened up to people that own land in the city. There's there's pros and cons on that. The pro is you got people like Mike Monk, I'll say, for instance, that has a lot of properties in Big Rapids, should have a voice. Ben Brandt should have a voice. I mean, Peak Properties own probably a bigger part of Reynolds. And then you got Sue Glass there, Silvernail Realty, big investment in Big Rapids area. They have no voice.
Why don't you have them move into town?
Well, they elect to stay out there with the rabbits and the deer. Well, like Ben Brandt, my God, he lives on that nice little farm there. You can't beat that. Silvernail lives up there on the river, and it's got a nice...
We got it. We know.
No, I know you do. Yeah. But anyway, it's too bad you can't revisit that charter and open that up. Now, the con on that is you got a guy down in Detroit that owns a bunch of property up, and then all of a sudden he wants to get involved and change the whole dynamics of Big Rapids. So that's why I don't really care.
Like the Penny's Building's Flint.
Right.
I mean, there you go. I mean,
yeah, he shouldn't have any influence on Big Rapids at all. But
that's the other side, like you said.
Yeah, but still, these people, like I tell them, you still can have your input. Go to City Hall and talk to Mark Gifford.
Oh yeah, we listen.
The mayor
you come to the commission meeting, we'll listen.
Right, and you have, and you've done a good job that way.
Another sad thing going on is Simon's closed.
Yeah,
and we did probably one of our last tours there to see how they're coming, and they've got it just about emptied.
Yeah,
and that's going to be gone.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
It is.
The Pine Shop is empty. That big old yellow building.
Yeah,
it's. I just would love to keep it and make senior housing or some kind of housing in that old building, but that's it's going to happen in the next 2 years. Something's going to have to happen with it.
Well, over the years, we really haven't used the river, and we should start doing that.
There needs to be a master plan for that whole corner.
Yeah.
Hanchett, Simons, all those buildings, and but it's so much money to do anything.
Yeah.
But that's another big one we look at every day.
The big issue right now, or talk of the town, was the Charlie Kirk Memorial last week. I felt kind of bad for the people that were there because of the protesters. But it is what it is. That's the world we live in, and they're protesting all over. But it is sad that we didn't get more respect out of the top dog up there on slowing that down a little bit with boisterous people there. Chanting what they were chanting. I felt like, wow, that's sad. But somebody said to me, well, do you think they should have a statue of him there? No, not really. Statues it represents more than just a statue. And I think anything that would offend a campus, you don't need it. You don't need the controversy. Just teach our kids when they go to Ferris about math and trades, and a broader mind doesn't hurt, but start throwing stuff like that out there. I wish they would have gave it more thought.
Don't you think the bottom line, Pat, is we've got to try to heal the divide,
right?
Yeah. And whatever doesn't help heal the divide isn't a good thing,
right?
And that's why the city, we try to stay neutral in those fights, because we want our community to be together, not separate.
Yes. Yeah.
It's tough right now. I think it might be getting a smidge better, but it'd be nice if we could all put that whole issue to bed.
Well, just like the Jim Crow Museum going up there is controversial too to a lot of people. But like I said, is it going to change your way of life? Not really. So let it go. If they want to do it, let them. Whoever they are, let them. Some people need to keep the tension because that's their job.
Yeah, there's truth to that.
Yeah. So, but your way of life, has it really changed since Donald J's got in there? Not really. But boy, if you watch the news, they'll change the way of your life. So stay off the darn news and your life goes on, right, Jake?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing when you're kind of touching on that is people will come to me because I've been in the military, now where I'm at, and they're like, oh, what do you think about this? I said, I don't talk politics with people. I'm sorry. I said, because I really don't think you get it from the source. Right. You just see what you see on TV, and then you have your opinion. You want to go download the document or the bill or whatever, and you want to sit down and talk about it with the direct document, fine, that's great. I'll do that with you, but I'm not going to sit here and go off of your opinion based off of what news outlet you just watched.
Yeah.
I just don't do that.
You got to remember also that the city commission and mayor are nonpartisan. People forget that.
Yeah.
I don't declare my party for city commission or mayor.
Right.
And people, want to put us in a category. We try to completely stay out because it's in our charter. We're not a partisan ballot.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't have primaries. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
I do have issues. I believe in certain stuff.
Right.
The
Right.
Judeo-Christian values are what
Right.
I try to focus my whole life on.
Right.
But I think you got to be careful trying to put your values on others who don't believe what you believe.
Well, that's what happened to Charlie.
You got it.
He was out there, but gosh, did you ever listen to him? He was a sharp 31-year-old young man. He was a little disciple. I know a lot of people call him a racist. Did you see him as racist, Fred?
No,
I didn't either. I don't wonder why do they
It's
do
just a
things
way
like
to. It's a way to
wedge?
Yes. Start
It's
the
sad.
fight.
It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you think he was, Bob? Because I know he kind of swayed to be a liberal.
I posted it. There's one thing that he said that I thought was a little irresponsible. That one of his mantras is, have more kids than you can afford.
Do what?
Have more, get married, obviously, and have more kids than you can afford. I think if because you're assuming that God's going to bless you if you have 10 or 12 kids. And that's not, I see a lot of families that have a lot. Now, you're blessed to have come up in a big family, and your father and mother were able to provide for you, but there's a lot that can't. So grow your family as you can with the blessings that God's already given you rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. People might disagree with that, but
The other thing to remember, he was a 31-year-old.
Right.
I think of some of the things I said at 31 that I wouldn't say now at 72.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
You're right, Fred.
He was maturing as a human just like all of us did at 31.
Yeah.
So he had his set of values.
But now more people know him more now than they ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's coming and saying, I never heard of the guy before. Now I listen to him.
If the assassin's goal was to eliminate his ideology, he shouldn't have shot him.
Right.
It just made the guy more known and more famous.
Right. Kind of like Martin Luther King.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, he became one of those things we call a buzzword now.
Sure.
Now he's a buzzword, and it's just going everywhere.
Did The View get canceled?
no.
Not that I know.
I wonder why they keep. See, that's fake news.
Fake news.
It's all over the place on the internet now.
I
Listen,
know that.
3 out of 4 stories is fake now, and
Yeah.
Yep.
3 out of 4, Bob?
Well, it seems that way.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. I mean,
it
it's
depends on which
ridiculous.
thread you're following. I follow all sorts of threads, conspiracy theory thread. I follow them all because it's entertaining to me. But there's so much fakery going on, and not just one side or the other.
Both sides.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And,
Terrible.
and it's easy to get on AI now and, here, put out a story that Trump wants to do this or that or whatever. You got to see video, you got to see proof, and you can't see it from one side.
Yeah. So, AI, have you ever used it?
I use it for certain tasks.
Do you?
Helps me out.
I haven't. Have you used it, Fred? AI? Do you know?
I don't use the computer much.
Yeah. Jake?
No, but somebody important in the AMVETS chain sent out his new letters and stuff like that. You could tell they were definitely AI.
Yeah.
That he didn't write them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, see, that's definitely.
Maybe the state of the city address will be AI.
Yeah. You know what? At least you can say on my post that they're definitely not AI.
Yeah, you're not AI, Pat.
No.
I'm concerned about AI because, I saw the Terminator, and I see that somewhat as prophecy rather than just science fiction. I mean, there's no time travel, but handing out over the keys to the kingdom to AI
is true.
As soon as you push that button, there's no coming back. And once those computers can figure out how to be self-aware, and that day is coming, and that they can override an off switch or pulling a power cord, that's when we're in trouble.
Really?
Because machines, they don't care about humans.
Right.
In fact, I'd rather have them out of the way. I'm not saying that's going to happen tomorrow. It may happen in 40 years. I don't know. But I still, I watched Terminator and saw some truth to it. And now, in some ways, it's coming true. So don't be so fast to just open it up and welcome AI. You have to look at it with a very leery eye, because you give it too much power. My job could be replaced tomorrow with AI. I could be out of the studio and there would be a voice that sounds like me coming out of the radio with pre-programmed ideas and everything like that. And some radio stations are actually doing that. So is that good? Well,
Bob, we're not AI right now?
Yeah, really. Definitely.
No, we're not.
I had a guy over to my gas station one day, and I asked him about it because I knew he was pretty into AI, knew AI real well. And he goes, watch this. So he got on his phone, and I don't know what he dialed or what he did, but he was talking to AI. AI talked back to him.
And the kids are doing it and dating AI.
Wow.
They go right on the internet and have a date with a, whatever it is, fake person.
Yep, fake person.
And there's been suicides, all kind of stuff. Craziness.
Yeah. It's that goofy, ain't it? Well, what else? What else we got to talk about here?
Hey, I got tons of stuff coming up at the AMVET. So this Saturday is going to be the 3rd annual Commanders Cup. The people come in. Registration starts at 1. We're going to have some food there, $15 for the games and dinner. If you just want dinner, it's $10, and you're competing against me. So we're doing I got some plastic grenades that make noise when you throw them. So we're doing a grenade toss, throwing darts, cornhole, horseshoes, 3-ball on the pool table, and some a few other things. You're going to draw a card against me. So basically, you come in, you play, you try to get your best points to beat me or anybody else, and whoever has the top point system, you're going to go on the AMVET's Commander's Cup trophy. And it's a great time, and all the proceeds from that go towards funding the dinner that we're doing on later, November 8th. I'm doing the All Services Ball dinner again for veterans or families, and anybody in town. Come hang out, sit with the veterans, have dinner with us. I also do the Marine Corps birthday ball ceremony, so I'm actually in my blues, doing the whole ceremony that some of us Marines got to see, but I like to show it to everybody, because I've got some Marines like John Wiseman, 2 years in Vietnam, never experienced the other side of the Marine Corps other than just, when he went to Vietnam. So I get to present that and show that. So we're going to celebrate the birthdays like we were talking about earlier in the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam Veteran War. But that dinner is going to be out at the Eagles. I got with them, Big Rapids Eagles, and we just got too big for the AMVETs. Last year we had over 100. I just did 100 dinners, but we pushed it. So, and you can come in your Sunday best, you can come in whatever. We just want you to come hang out with us. So November 8th, out there at the Big Rapids Eagles, they've got some signage there promoting it. We've got it at the AMVETs. $20 a dinner. It's being catered by the Three Girls Bakery. They did a great job helping me out with that. So it's going to be a great time, and we'll be raffling off 5 30-06 Remington rifles. So these rifles, the American Legion, we bought because we were trying to get something a little bit lighter, a little bit newer. Just doesn't work with blank ammo, but they work great with live ammo. So we can't be there, honoring somebody in a funeral or anything like that, and you hear click, So these rifles, they were like, hey, what do we want to do with them? Hey, let's raffle them off. Let's get them out there into the public and everything. So we'll be raffling those off. They're just $10 a ticket. You can come into the post or find one of us or anything like that.
What they cooking for that dinner?
Oh, plenty of great stuff. So
I always want to know the food, Bob.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the food. You're going to start out with tossed salad. You got barbecue chicken, barbecue meatballs, cheesy potatoes, honey butter corn, and a roll with butter. It's going to be a great time.
Thank you, officer.
Great dinner. So
that's on a Saturday night, eh?
Yep. That's November 8th on the Saturday night. We got the parade on Tuesday, so I had to kind of space everything out because the one year it was like right on top of each other, and that's a lot of planning we got going on and everything. But there at the post, some people have been by. We have cleaned up the post. We've removed the old red fence. We've got a brand new fence. Steve Larry with his son came and they stained the whole fence for us and everything.
Wow.
Took care of that. In between us and the bowling alley, we talked with them. We partnered up. We tore out all the brush in between us and the bowling alley.
That's nice.
We reseeded it. Joel Fulmer brought his tractor in. We reseeded and everything. And now we've got horseshoe pits there. We've got 3 lanes of horseshoe pits. And the nice part about that is you can put the cornhole boards right in front of the pits, and it's the perfect length, so we can convert it back and forth. All these groups at the post, the AMVETS calls them sub clubs, but I don't call them that. They're our support clubs. So I got the auxiliary, the riders, and the sons, also with the American Legion in there with us too, with Mark Brecka and everything, and our AMVET officers, and everybody's come together and made that post what it is. I mean, it's amazing, and we're multi-generational now with the veterans. We got, I still have Mr. Norton, Glenn. He's coming up there. I still have him. I have Rudy. He was Korean War, so I got him. Those are our oldest two veterans as far as that right now, but we've got multi-generational come in. I've got active duty guys coming in now. I've got guard guys coming in. And, Tuesdays and Thursday nights, we've made it more of a family-friendly oriented place because we want your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids coming in with you. So after volleyball practice or, basketball, baseball, we get the Big Rapids kids coming in with their families, having dinner, sitting down on burger night or, Taco Tuesday and all that. And that's what we really wanted to do is we want to get everybody in and bring everybody in. Everybody's welcome. Now, the only thing is you can't purchase the alcohol yourself if you're not a member. Okay, well, I guarantee 9 times out of 10 in somebody's family, there's that person in there. So like your dad, your stepdad, your grandfather, your uncle, your brother, your mom, there's a wide where you can become a son or an auxiliary member. So a lot of great things we're doing, reaching out. Again, this year, we're probably going to be doing the Christmas dinner that Stacy Bowman puts on. So all those great things that we're trying to do for everybody in the community too.
Heading out, Fred?
I have a small urban meeting here shortly.
Go ahead.
Which is an interesting meeting, Pat. Every 2 years, the road commission and the city roads do a project.
Oh.
And this coming spring, you're going to be glad to know that the Woodward will be paved with a new culvert underneath that low spot. So that's a small urban. So we're going to go talk about small urban.
Of all the mayors, I ain't blowing smoke, you've done more road than any other mayor, I think, in the history of Big Rapids.
My theory, Pat, is if there's tax dollars available to be used, it's not to be saved.
Yeah.
It's your money. We got to do stuff with your money.
Well, thanks for doing the road, though, Fred.
We're going to keep doing
it. We've had other great mayors, but I don't think any of them's done as many roads as you.
And we're working
done a
hard.
Good job.
This city is full of good DPW guys who do roads and do everything. Jake and his crew, they're just good.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
Anyway, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm going to head out.
All right, we'll see you. Hey, Bob, let's take a break. Thank our sponsors for a minute, and I'll get right back. Finish her up, all right?
More on Curries Corner on B1039. We will be back.
Paris Auto Sales is your used car center of Big Rapids. Now with 2 locations to better serve you. We know you're a hardworking individual and you need that 3/4 ton because you never know when you'll have to haul a grand piano. And for those families that keep on growing, you're going to need that 3rd row so that your little ones can store their leftover french fries between the cushions. We've got that sport utility vehicle that's ready for the job. Paris Auto Sales, your used car center of Big Rapids. Sometimes crossing paths with a flying stone is inevitable. But whether you have a small chip that needs quick attention or a windshield that's beyond saving, Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass is there to help. If your vehicle has been in an accident and you're working with insurance, they'll handle the entire process from start to finish. From windshields to back glass and even power windows, they'll see you through it. Pun intended. Save time and skip the dealership with Michigan ADA's Calibration and Glass. Same location as JR Customs and Collision, just north of 19 Mile in Big Rapids.
I'm Haley. My husband and I bought our home pretty much about 2 years ago. We are actually looking to downsize now. We had only used one realtor in years past, and we felt we wanted to use someone local rather than who we went with last time, just because they have a little bit more experience in our local market. We used Sue Bean. Sue Bean is professional because she always makes sure to have her clients' courtesy in the back of her mind. She always makes sure that, you have at least 24 hours notice for a showing request. She makes sure that, you are well aware of who these people are, where they're coming from, what their interest level is, so you're not wasting your time. I think a big thing for ours was they had to have pre-approval. So that was great because we are a busy family. We're home a lot. So having that specific courtesy to give us the heads up in advance was really beneficial in our case. You can get a hold of Susan Bean at Big Rapids Realty by calling 231-580-9546 or online at bigrapidsrealty.com. Email her at sbean, SBEAN, at BigRapidsRealty.com.
When the time comes to say goodbye, you need a funeral home that understands your family's needs. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus have been a trusted part of this community for generations. They do take care of every family like their own, and they hear it time and time again.
My name is Christina Beers. I would say there's lots of funeral homes in the area, but there's only a small few that can do it with class and with quality and with that personal touch and care. And I would put Janowitz Family Funeral Home at the very top of that list.
Let them help guide you through a challenging time with care, respect, and compassion. The Monk Janowitz Funeral Home in Big Rapids and the Janowitz Family Funeral Home in Remus. Local, professional, and here for you when it matters most.
I'm Seth Wenger from Wenger Insurance. For more than 100 years, we've been providing professional service and competitive insurance to West Michigan. Come visit us on Perry Street in Big Rapids or give us a call at 796-0778. We're here for you now, and we'll be here when you need us most. 796-0778.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. When I think of drywall, there's only one guy in town that I think of, and that's Dale at 231-679-0475. If you want a great job done in your house, whatever you need, drywalling, call Dale. Dale and Frank will do a great job for you. Great pair of Americans. DW2 Drywall. Give them a call at 231-679-0475. Remember, DW2 Drywall.
Pennzoil in Big Rapids is your quick-stop shop for oil changes and so much more. With certified techs and 35 years experience, they'll have you in and out in a flash, and a free car wash with every service. And don't forget about tires. As quickly as the seasons change in Michigan, it's easy to lose your grip. Luckily, Pennzoil in Big Rapids has the tires you need to dominate all seasons in Michigan. Big tires, fast tires, grippy tires, sleek tires. Go see Zach Wells at Big Rapids Pennzoil today. He'll get you back on the road and ready to roll. That's Big Rapids Pennzoil, located at 710 North State Street, or give them a call at 231-796-4730.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color time. Stop and shop with us for a while.
Looking to refresh your home? Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile on Northland Drive in Big Rapids, just south of the campus, has everything you need. They're experts in flooring and window treatments, but did you know they also specialize in beautiful countertops? Whether you're remodeling your kitchen or bathroom, their great selection of colors and styles will help you create the perfect look. Visit Gilbert's Carpets Plus Color Tile, your one-stop shop for floors, window treatments, and countertops. Stop in today and make your house a home.
Gilbert's Carpets Plus, color time. Stop and shop with us for a while. Gilbert's is there for you.
Where do you go for Michigan's #1 concealed pistol license course? The same place thousands of Michigan residents have over the past 15 years, the Barrington Firearms Training Center. The BFTC conducts state-certified CPL courses right here locally inside the Barrington Conservation Club at 3444 18 Mile Road in Barrington. For just $99, all you need to bring us is your Michigan ID to these all-inclusive one-day CPL courses, which include the use of firearms, ammo, eye and ear protection, coffee and donuts in the morning, and lunch at noon. That's right, just $99 gets you everything needed to take the police department instructed course that includes the training necessary to safely load, unload, handle, and store your firearm. Students will also be trained on when it is legal to defend themselves with a firearm under Michigan's Stand Your Ground law and Castle Doctrine. Call 231-250-7257 or go online at michigancpltraining.com to register for one of their upcoming $99 all-inclusive CPL courses. Get armed, get trained at the Barrington Firearms Training Center.
Looked at Curries.
Pete, why do you come to Curry's?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I go to Curry's to get that cheeseburger with caramelized onions and mayonnaise and ketchup. And you're not going to ask, where's the beef? It's going to be in the bun.
All right, good back here, Bobby. Hey, I just want to say keep your prayers and thoughts out for Donnie Roebuck. He went through some extensive heart surgery. Boy, there's a lot of people with heart problems, isn't there?
Yes.
The older you get. Yeah, so keep Donnie in your prayers. Donnie is a hell of a good friend to a lot of people in Big Rapids. Moving on. All right, now we just want to recap, and then we'll get off the air here, folks, and we'll get you back to 103.9. Great music to have here. The parade.
Yep. Veterans Day Parade is going to be November 11th at 11. The Honor Guard's going to start it off with a shot like they always do. And then we'll have the big flag wave down at the city center. And then that'll start the riders coming down there. If people want to enter in the parade, they just get a hold of me. I put the parade flyers out there everywhere. Numbers at the bottom. All entries and any changes by November 10th at 10:00. After that, everybody will I'll get a hold of everybody else that's part of the parade and give them their lineup number. That way it makes it a lot easier for us to get everything set up. And yeah,
as long as it's a patriotic float. We don't want anything on there that's...
Yep. Come in with, your love for the veterans and the service. And if you had a family member, make sure you're celebrating them as you're coming through.
Right, yeah. I know my dad was a World War II vet, and he never talked much about it. And
a lot of them don't.
But I know these vets today, we got to take care of them and show how appreciative we are on November 11th at 11 o'clock, that's for sure. Well, that's about it. I just want to drop a line into my good friends up north. They asked me on gas prices, and I said, if you want to save 15 cents a gallon on fuel, get a BP Amico credit card. It's simple. It's a Visa. We have applications right there at the gas station. You get 15 cents off the pump price. So right now it's $2.97. Knock 15 cents off that, you're down to $2.82 or whatever. I mean, that's cheap, 15 cents. So I don't want to hear these people out here saying, "Oh my Lord, your gas is so high." Well, it's not high if you get the BP credit card. And that's all you have to use it for, and just pay it once a month and you're done. Somebody said, "Well, I just like to pay cash." We'll pay cash at the end of the month, or you can pay it off before. You can pay it the day of you charge it. Yeah. You can just get I've done that before. Get a credit card, get 20% off everything, and then just give them the money to put it on my account. So it's pretty simple. But anyway, things are looking good. Big Rapids is a beautiful place to live. I just hear everybody that comes to the community here loves it. And loves your music, Jen, at 103.9.
Thank you,
I'm going to
Pat.
let it go. I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm sorry I've been so darn boring. I'm glad I brought Jake in here. He's given us some great insight on what's going on in the AMVETS. Pray for those guys, folks. I mean it every day. They need it. And, good night.
Okay, time to wrap it up.
Good day.
We really appreciate you having us on here. Thank you so much.
Pat, what do you always say?
God bless America.
Darn right.
Yep.